Hello there, welcome back to Andreas Crypto News. Today, we'll be looking at 10 cogent reasons why XRP stock will reach new heights by the end of 2021. Hello there, welcome back to Andreas. Today, we'll be looking at 10 cogent reasons why XRP stock will reach new heights by the end of 2021. Watch this video to the end to learn how you can be rich by investing in Ripple XRP. XRP is a part of a new class of money, which includes Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. These decentralized digital assets exist in computer systems without a central administrator. As long as the system is sufficiently decentralized, no one can roll back the transactions, freeze balances or block someone from using a decentralized digital asset. These assets are natively digital so they can be used online across any distance. This combines the qualities of physical and centralized digital money. Before the invention of Bitcoin in 2009, all currencies could be divided into these two categories. On the other hand, physical coins and paper money, which individuals can use to do business without going through a central party as physical objects, they cannot be used online and doing business. Long distance is slow and inconvenient. Fiat currencies need an administrator to confirm transactions. The administrator also has the power to censor or roll back transactions or disallow some individuals from using the digital currency. If the operator of a digital currency decides someone has violated its terms of service, it can freeze or even confiscate that person's money. However, as digital balances, these currencies can be used online and are convenient across long distances. As decentralized crypto, the total supply of XRP is finite. Without a mechanism to create more, it becomes much less likely that XRP could suffer hyperinflation. XRP is a digital asset native to its blockchain network called the XRP ledger. Anyone with a cryptographic key and an internet connection can receive, hold and send XRP to anyone else. It was developed to be a desirable bridge currency that can enable trades in any other currency. It has many properties that make it an appealing asset for multiple use cases. No single party decides which XRP transaction succeeds or fails, and no one can roll back a transaction after it completes. As long as those who choose to participate in the network keep it healthy, they can send and receive XRP in seconds. The XRP ledger's consensus algorithm settles transactions in 4 to 5 seconds and can process up to 1,500 transactions per second. These properties put XRP far ahead of other top digital assets. When the XRP ledger began, 100 billion XRP were created, and no more XRP will ever be created. The available supply of XRP decreases slowly over time as small amounts are destroyed to pay transaction costs. Users choose how much to destroy with the minimum based on the expected work of processing the transaction and how busy the network is. If the network is busy, potential transactions that promise to destroy more XRP and cut in front of the transaction queue. A team of full-time, world-class developers at Ripple maintain and continually improve the pillager's underlying software. Ripple acts as a steward for the technology and an advocate for its interests and builds constructive relationships with governments and financial institutions worldwide. Ripple the company holds a large reserve of XRP in escrow. At the start of each month, 1 billion XRP is released from escrow for Ripple to use. Ripple uses XRP to incentivize growth in the XRP ledger ecosystem and sells XRP to institutional investors. Ripple also sells XRP on exchanges limited to a small percentage of overall exchange volume at the end of each month. Any remaining XRP the company does not sell or give away is stored in escrow for 54 months. And so the reason for the optimism of analysts who have predicted significant bull runs of XRP in the coming years, particularly 2021, the speculation that XRP can rise to a price between $100 and $1,000 in 2021 is not entirely off. However, there are many alternative scenarios where there is a drawback after setting a new all-time high. This will provide traders with additional opportunities to buy more extra bitcoins after rallies have been exhausted and prepare for one achieves long-term historical support. With the global debt rising to the extreme, regular currencies are doomed to fall simultaneously. Decentralized cryptocurrencies are expected to grow higher and faster to new heights, thereby demonstrating their true power as the future of money. We hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe and click on the notification bell. What else do you want to know about XRP? Let us know in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching.
Bring in Alex Holmes. He is the chair and CEO of MoneyGram. Alex, look, welcome to the program. We really like to have people on the show who are not taking advantage, but I would say a new kind of company that benefits from this new economy. Are your transactions up a lot at MoneyGram?
Yes, sir, they are. As a matter of fact, it's been quite a transition for this company over the last couple of years. We have seen a tremendous surge in digital transactions over the last 2 years, and really an incredible surge over the last quarter since the pandemic really set in. 106% growth last quarter in digital transactions, and about 27% of our total company transactions. So definitely have seen a tremendous increase as consumers, look for coronavirus safe ways to send and receive money.
I'm an old-fashioned kind of guy. I like to write checks. Are my days as a check writer numbered?
My standing joke on that is I think you can continue to write checks, but the people in line behind you probably aren't going to appreciate it very much. But yeah, I think they probably are, and I think Corona is definitely another step towards that digitization. I think contactless payments, online digital payments, mobile type devices will continue to see an increase in utilization as we go forward all over the world, not just here in the U.S.
How long before we see the end of cash, notes and coins?
Yeah, that question's been out there for forever. I will tell you, cash still is the predominant form of payments anywhere in the world. It is, by far the most ubiquitous and liquid for anybody in a market anywhere in the world. That being said, I think the growth in digital has been absolutely tremendous. The World Bank, which is probably the foremost expert in terms of remittances and cross-border payments, says that this market will be 50% digital by 2022, and that was before the virus. So I certainly think that there will continue to be pressure on cash, but I think it will be around for quite a long time.
MoneyGram, well positioned. Chair and CEO Alex Holmes joins us. Thanks very much, Alex. We appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
So 3 to 5 years is tricky. If you'd said 30 years, I think I'd give you a more accurate vision. I think 3 to 5 years has a lot of dependencies on, does our economy reopen in the next 6 months? What happens with the presidential election? What happens with China on various immediate issues of national security? So, but what I would say is if you kind of assume a steady state on all of those things, what I think will happen is 3 to 5 years from now, I think banks will be connecting to blockchains the same way that they connect to SWIFT and ACH and other networks.
Right.
Once they do that, the nature of banking will begin to change, because while banking will always, I believe, be the key on-ramp and the key value-add service provider in people's financial services lives, they will not be the bottleneck of the transaction of financial services. Instead, they will be nodes on a network along with a lot of other nodes, many of which won't be banks. And that will really change, I think, and allow banks to focus on what they're best at and what we really need them to do. So I think that will happen for sure. I do think that in a world of geopolitical instability, crypto assets in general will grow and become a more significant part of people's lives. That's one of the reasons why, I believe Bitcoin prices are going up in an environment of perceived instability, as people start to believe that the sovereigns are, maybe not as trustworthy as they once were. Bitcoin is not generated by any sovereign. Maybe that's a thing to hang on to. So I think you'll see more of that. But over time, the world tends toward more stability, right? Things reach equilibriums. And so since decentralized things are more stable than centralized things, I would predict that the movement that started 200 years ago with the first Bank of the United States, a movement toward more decentralization, will continue. Banks will adapt to that. They will add value to that, and the world will go on. But it'll go on in a cheaper, faster, more accessible way than it has before. And that'll be through the good work of people like you. So that would be my view.
It's awesome. The money movement continues.
Unlike where we were when the internet was in its infancy.
Yeah, that's a great question. I'm Ryan Zagone with Ripple.
Right. And say your name so everybody can.
Ryan Zagone with Ripple. There's a recognition here that there's many benefits to the technology. But unlike almost every other sector, the regulatory framework must be in place for innovation to take root in financial services. And there is a broad recognition that that is needed. Now, we've faced the same issue about an uncertain technology and an uncertain time before. This isn't the first time we've had to ask this question. And it was with the creation of the internet. We recognized
customers, and so we're seeing more momentum than we've ever had around using XRP to move this liquidity around the world. And so we couldn't really be happier about how that has played out in a world where there's still a lot, I think, of FUD, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of doubt about what's going on in crypto. This is a real use case solving a real problem for real customers.
Okay, so which banks right now are actually using Ripple?
We have signed up about over 200 banks around the world. Some of those banks just use our software to do that debit and credit, fiat to fiat, and some of them are using XRP in those flows. We have banks like Santander that we've been working with for years and are moving lots of volume through the Ripple's technology. And then, as I mentioned earlier, payment providers like MoneyGram or RIA or Asimov that are using XRP actually to move that liquidity and really reducing their cost and improving the product.
Just in terms of the transactions, though, that you're seeing using Ripple, what proportion of those actually use XRP versus direct? And just where do you see that ratio going? I'm just trying to get a sense of sort of how much XRP itself is actually used as part of the Ripple platform.
So I would say the order of magnitude, the way to think about it, is similar to the proportion of customers. So if we've got, I don't know, a couple hundred customers we have launched, 10 to 15 of them we've talked about using XRP. I would use that ratio as the total ratio between what's happening with Ripple's technology overall.
XRP, like Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, has been volatile. I asked Brad if the message to investors is don't use XRP to speculate.
People are going to speculate on different asset classes. People speculate on gold, currencies. You name it, people are going to speculate. When we think about this, and what I've said very publicly is I think the long-term value of any digital asset is going to be derived from the utility it delivers. There is a lot of hype in the crypto market space. We've seen that even recently. A lot of attention around what's going on with Libra and Facebook's announcement around Libra. Today, that's just a white paper.